Hey everybody, I am coming to you tonight from my lovely garage, which smells like something died in here, like a frog or a mouse or something. I don't know, but we have to clean that out tomorrow. But anyways, I am coming to you guys from my garage because I have 5 kids sleeping in the house, and sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. I really feel like I need to share with you all a little bit of my story again because I'm hearing some things from people, and I just want you to understand what success looks like. I'm hearing some people comparing to faster growing team members, people who are growing fast, people are hitting 2 promotions in 1 month, people who are just growing faster than you. I don't care if they're still not the fastest growing person on the team, but they're still faster growing than you, and you're comparing yourselves to them. And you guys got to stop. Number one, you're focusing on yourself way too much, and this business isn't about you or the fact that you're not silver yet. It's not. And I can say this because for, I don't know how long in my business, maybe the first 9 months, I made it about me. And I even talked to my upline and my really close working level 1. I talked to them about it all like it was about me, my promotion. When am I going to hit gold? Okay, I should this month. Okay, I should next month. All right, senior gold. And it's okay to say, hey, I'm getting close. And it's okay to talk to your upline excited to hit silver. But when it's a problem is when you are talking to yourself and you say, why am I not even silver? Why do I only have 1 ambassador? I've been doing this. I've been posting for 3 months. Why? Why can't I be as fast growing as everyone else? I'm working my butt off. Why am I not growing fast like so-and-so? And you need to realize that whoever you're comparing yourself to, I'm going to give you some examples in a minute of how I did this, but whoever you're comparing yourself to, someone who hit silver in their first 30 days, someone who hit gold in 2 months, someone who hit emerald in 7 months, whatever it is, and you pass your 7-month mark and you're not emerald yet, and you're like, what's wrong with me? Okay, it's a good thing to ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? It's a good thing. Because what you're seeing with other people and their success and their fast-moving success is that they did growth working on themselves for months prior to plexus, sometimes years prior to plexus. Some people, it's been a long time where they've been working on themselves and their personal growth and their leadership skills and their people skills, and it's good for you to learn and to grow yourself. And if your team isn't growing, if they're not adding people, you need to point at yourself and say, how can I grow? How can I learn? But don't point the finger at yourself in a perspective to say, well, I should be gold next month. I'm working so hard and I deserve to be gold, and so-and-so's already gold. Don't look at yourself and why you're not hitting the goals you want from a perspective of promotion and points and stocking your back office. I'm going to tell you right now, like we say about the scale, just stop. My hair's bothering me there. But just stop. Just stop looking at your back office. Stop looking at your points, your goals, and focus on your team members. Be their friend. Help them get the goals that they want to achieve. And don't worry about yourself, because this isn't about you. This isn't about your testimony, your weight loss, your journey, your promotion. Your teammates are excited when you hit silver, but they don't care. They want to hit silver. So stop looking at yourself and look at what they need from you. How can you be a better leader? How can you share? Don't say, I'm doing everything right, because you probably have some growth to do. That probably seems harsh, but I can be a little harsher than some people because I didn't fly through the ranks. I didn't fly through the ranks originally. And I heard Sonia Dudley, and I read her blog, and she said She didn't hit diamond in 10 months. It took her, I think it was 32 years to get to diamond. The growth she did in the years prior to doing Plexus is what helped her advance quickly. And I couldn't see that. All I saw was my sponsor, my sideline, everyone who was moving faster than me. Everyone hit Emerald before I even hit Senior Gold. I saw people join after me, hit Ruby. Heck, Celeste Gwen. I mean, Emerald in 4 months. Why don't we all compare ourselves to Celeste? I mean, then we'd all be depressed thinking we're all a bunch of losers. Okay, we cannot compare ourselves to the person next to us who's growing faster. You can look at them and say, wow, she really has great people skills. Or, you know, what do you say to people when you talk to them about Plexus? Or do you give all the prices, or do you just give one? Talk to people who are successful, learn from them, but don't do it from the standpoint of, I want this promotion to happen, and I need to get this. This is good for my ego, and I'm working so hard, and I just deserve this promotion. You got to stop thinking that way because it holds you back. People can read into it. People can see it. Go ahead and ask someone who's a innocent bystander and ask, you know, what do you see that I could improve on? And genuinely be open. Lori Welch had told me some things about myself that I didn't want to hear. She was my sponsor, and she pointed out to me that I was negative, and I didn't understand it for like 7 months. Ask Brittany Howard if I understood that I was negative. I didn't, and it took me a while to understand and grow. But here's the cool part. You all know my story. I'm sure if I hear you comparing yourselves to sidelines, you're comparing yourself to me. You're saying, well, Fallon, she hit all these promotions back to back. Fallon hit Emerald and Sapphire 2 months later, you know, and I can't even hit Gold after 6 months of working the business. Well, Fallon didn't hit those promotions back to back because she was born an amazing Plexus ambassador. I'm still not amazing. I still have a lot to learn. But Fallon had to learn a lot of things. She had a lot of skills that she had to learn. I worked on myself more than I did on my promotions. And that's what I want to encourage all of you to do, is stop looking at everyone else and their promotions and stop focusing on promotions, period. Because when you're focusing on how good everyone else is doing, you're not looking at yourself. I was going through my posts and I was editing them for this compliance stuff, and I noticed I noticed the first time I was trying to do the business how awful my posts were. I didn't see it back then, but I'm going to do a training and they were awful. I'm just going to be honest. They weren't good at all. I wouldn't want to join my team. Oh, it was so bad. It's a miracle I even made Leaders Retreat posting like that. But I noticed when I restarted working the business again and really decided I was giving it my all, I did 18 months of personal growth, people. 18 months. That's a lot of time. I was still growing my business. I was still talking to people about Plexus, and I was analyzing, okay, what works and what doesn't work? Why did what I just say to someone not work, and why did it work? Why did this person join? But when I was regrowing my business and I was excited this time and I had done the personal growth and I was ready. I gave my business to God and I was just ready, and I knew that I knew I was going to be a diamond, and this was it. I was reading my post and I hadn't even re-hit gold because I had hit gold before and I lost all my points because I wasn't a good leader. This is why I focus on being a good leader and duplication, but I wasn't a good leader and I was a negative leader. And as I was reading my post, I saw one that was before I hit gold again, before I hit senior gold. I don't even know how many points I had because I stopped looking at the back office. I didn't look back there. Because that wasn't my goal. I had signed up people and my goals were to help them meet their goals. And if it benefited me, great. And I had no idea how quick it would happen, but it happened pretty quickly for me. But anyways, back to this post. So as a silver ambassador with a certain amount of points, I have no idea what they were. I was excited and I posted how fast my team was growing, and I was pumped. I believed it. I really truly believed that my team was growing fast and my team was amazing. I probably had one person working and it was probably Cody. but we were doing this together, and we might have had one join that week, but I couldn't sleep. I said I was so excited, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Do you guys feel that way? Do you feel that way about your one customer or your one ambassador? Do you feel that way about your sidelines, about your upline? Do you feel like you have the best team in Plexus? Do you love that one person on your team? And you know what? It might be someone who doesn't end up sticking with the products. They might be a yo-yo dieter who's used to quitting. They've tried 30 things and they quit. And it's not Plexus. It's not you. That's just the pattern that they've been doing. But your job is to help them and give them your all. You don't beg someone to stay on the products, but you don't just let them quit that easily. That's another training for another day. But you guys have to genuinely focus on the positives. And when you can do that, when you can stop looking at the person next to you and caring that they double promoted or caring that they're going to be Ruby before you, then will your business truly grow. But if you're comparing to other people and you have that attitude of depression or no one wants to buy from me, no one wants to join my team, no one wants to work, that's negative and you need to stop. You won't go anywhere. You will not hit the promotion you want until something changes. And the last thing I'll add, I know this is a little long, but is it worth it? Is it worth it to struggle through all this for 18 months? I'm not saying you're going to suddenly promote April, May, June, July, back-to-back promotions like I did. I'm not saying a year from now you're going to be a diamond. I can't promise you that. But I can promise you that it happened for me. It can happen for you. It can happen for anybody. Apply yourself and give your all to your team, whether it's one person. You guys, I had Cody Helmer join me, and I love Cody, and God brought her to my life, and I learned so much from her. This video is going to be longer than I thought, but I learned so much from her. Learn from your downline too. Work together. Don't be so prideful and so arrogant that you can't learn from someone else. I'll be the first person to admit my mistakes, and I don't think I'm perfect. I still don't think I have it all figured out, but I can tell you all where I've came from, and just hope that you will listen. If someone tells you you're negative, if someone tells you you need to work on your people skills, if someone tells you your Facebook posts suck, I mean, my Facebook post sucked, okay? So just say with a humble heart, you know, what can I do different? What would you do? Who would you recommend I watch on Facebook to learn how to be a good leader and learn how to attract people to myself? And just go with it. Give it your all. Do not have the mentality that you can quit. For those of you who are struggling, you're not silver yet, and you think, I just want to quit. It shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. If you're dedicated, you need to be dedicated to be in this for the long haul. Or you're just never going to be successful at anything unless you decide you're going to do it. You'll just jump from one thing to the next because it's you. It's not the company. It's not the products. It's not your team. It's not your downline. Sometimes it's a simple thing as finding more people. You may not have found your workers yet, but nobody knows when you're going to find your workers. Excuse me, Tiffany Wilson. I bought a stroller from her. She's my primary leg. That means I get more points from her and her downline than anybody else. You have no idea where you're going to get your workers. Somebody who I thought was quitting the business, she's flying through the ranks now. It took her time to find some heavy, strong workers, and now she's got them, and they are blowing it up left and right, and they are excited. You have to be committed to your business before you have anybody who's committed with you. And if you believe in God, believe that He'll bring you the right people at the right time when you're ready for them. Give your business to God and stop stressing. You can't lose weight when you're stressing about it, and your business can't grow when you're stressing about it either. You'll drive yourself nuts. You'll want to quit every day. You need to have your why established, and you need to know why you're doing this business. And you need to know what I heard at convention, and I'll end with this. The only people who don't make it to the top in network marketing in Plexus are the people who quit. It's the statistics. Everyone who keeps going, they will be a diamond. They will be at the top of this company. And you know what? The average year amount of time to get to emerald is 2 years. People will stick through college for 4 years, and you know, they stick with it. They want the outcome. You guys, give this business a couple years of your life and give it your all, and it's going to be worth it. You have to believe it. You have to believe, and trust me that it can happen to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I am living proof, and I just don't want you guys sad, depressed, feeling like you're not good enough. Even if you have to learn some skills, you can learn them. I learned everything I know from YouTube videos and books and talking to my sponsor and just trying to get all the help that I could and stalking successful people's Facebook posts. I didn't reach out and message all of them asking for tips. I just stalked them. And I learned how they were saying things. So it'll happen for you. If you don't give up, I promise you guys, I promise you'll be gold. I promise it'll be worth it. I promise you'll have a Lexus. And really, do I care that I had to do 18 months of growth? No. I don't care that I had to do that. Even if I wasn't flying through the ranks right now, you guys, my goal for Emerald was July. And that was 18 months after I had started working the business. And guess what? If I hadn't hit Emerald in July, it's okay. I would have still been doing this business because you just adjust your goals. It's okay if you miss a certain goal. Make your goals more simple, easily attainable. Focus on your downline. Focus on the people who need the products, because this is not about you. None of this is about you. It's not about me. It's not about anyone. Take your eyes off yourself and focus on others, and that's what a true leader and a true successful person does. So I love you guys so much. Sorry this is so long. I try to keep them short, I swear. But I hope it encourages you. Good night, guys.